They were going up against the Portland Trailblazers on February the 28th, the last month of the month. So once we get through March, it'll be time for us to go through April for a couple more games, and then we'll be in the playoffs. But yeah, man, I'm trying to record every single good clip of 2K. Trying to do that for Madden too. But yeah, man, we're going up against the Portland Trailblazers. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Oh, okay, we had white. We got this one though.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Eddie Johnson here with my colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and David Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trailblazers going up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. This Pistons group has been getting things done. They have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. And we'll be watching Andre Drummond tonight. Guys, we've seen him grow from a raw prospect into a powerhouse on the stat sheet. How good can he get?
I don't like talking about myself, but he reminds me of the younger me.
What do you mean you don't like talking about yourself?
Anyway, I don't like talking about myself, but he reminds me of the younger me with all these 20 and 20 games.
Okay.
But the difference is he doesn't really need the ball to get good looks. He cleans up the misses for others. He's a rebounding machine. I never really did that.
But he has the physicality check and the size to become a dominant player. I don't know if he's on your level yet, but if he sharpens his skills a little bit more, you know, he's got a about 4-year window to do it. He could possibly have some SLM. You know that.
This year, you know he doesn't get me.
Superman!
No, it's not Superman. The Big Penguin. The Big Penguin. Andre Drummond. The Big Penguin. Me either, but that's his nickname. Don't give me that blank stare.
You hear that sound?
No, there is no sound. You don't like the Big Penguin? Wow, but you do like Andre Drummond.
Well, Mr. Drummond, different strokes.
How about Kevin Harlan? Take it away.
From suburban Detroit, we proud to bring you the Pistons in the Palace of Auburn Hill. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Kurt Perry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The road trip for the Blazers ends here as they lead for Portland right after the game. Facing off here against the very talented ball club guys, this is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
And for the Trailblazers, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
The goal is very defined. You have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
The All-Star break over, Brent, you can see teams start to hone in and get ready for what should be an exciting finish to the season.
Well, you can look at your little pocket calendar, Kevin, and you can see that you've been able to tear off most of the months. You've got 30 games to go. The finish line is there, and all of a sudden you're in a position to do something great and get your team into the postseason. This starts to get exciting.
We always sense it, don't we? When we watch these games, last part of the season, always the screws have been tight.
Yeah, there's definitely an uptick in the concentration level of most of the NBA teams who are going to see postseason action.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers, Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Myers Leonard is out there with Plumlee, and it's Turner in at the small forward position. Now here's McCollum. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game.
Well, bouncy in the pick and roll. Plumlee is a high percentage finisher in that kind of situation.
On the outside, Harris kicks to Drummond. On the wing, no good off the front eye. Just over a minute played here in the first. Lillard against Harris. Here's Leonard. Detroit with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
What a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And made no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
It was a big, big night for their bench, no doubt about it. When the backups were called on, they were ready. They never missed a beat with the second unit on the floor.
And C.J. McCollum, one of the most efficient mid-range jump shooters in the league. It's a shot, Brent, a lot of defenses are willing to live with. And I guess he is too.
Yeah, he should be because he's very, very good at it. He's still developing his ability to finish in the lane, over the top, and around bigs. But that mid-range shot, so effective. It comes off a pick, it gets into the lane, and with great timing, can drop it on him.
And Krell's looking very calm as he drills that three-pointer.
And he has the confidence to take that shot when he wants. Nice finish to get his team 3-point.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Toronto.
This is part of the patience of C.J. McCollum. In-air adjustments with a defender on him, you have to like that body control.
And here's Young from the arc. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Lillard kicks to Turner. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Harris. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Raptors.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
And the basket by McCollum.
I'm sure that's on the scouting report to not let him catch and shoot. With McCollum's marksmanship, that's easy money.
And there's the foul. Goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. A different look here for Detroit. Marcus Morris comes in for John Brewer. And it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope in for Harris. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Davis comes in for Plumlee. And it's Aminu in for Evan Turner. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Harris kicks to Morris. McCollum against Young. He dishes it to Caldwell-Pope. 6 to shoot. Harris a screen on Aminu. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
The kick definitely could have been better, didn't fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
Hot loose. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got his first points of the night. And Blazers coach Terry Stotts doing a great job. Brent, his team has overachieved in recent seasons.
I'm not sure if it's overachieved because they've had some tremendous talent. But the interesting part about Terry Stotts is try to find him taking some of the credit for what's gone on there, and you just won't. He's just giving guys great opportunities. He's giving those guys defined roles, and each one has stepped up for him.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's McCollum. 8 points for him.
He's the last guy you want to leave open there, but somehow he didn't knock it down.
Young with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. Inside. Leonard kicks to Lillard. From past the arc. Morris with the rebound. Pistons leading by 3. Harris dishes to Drummond. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Well, good hand-eye coordination, but he could only get the deflection very close.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Marjanovic checked in for Andre Drummond. Johnson comes in for Young. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Harris. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Portland. Allen Pratt comes in for Luke.
Well, in basketball, chemistry is everything. I'm not sure in chemistry if basketball is everything, but you saw it there on that inbounds play with the connection between those two guys.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
sparks still coming together for the Blazers, but it seems like they may have found something with the pairing of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. What a great backcourt.
Now, here's Aminu. And he hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Kraft gets to McCollum. Now, here's Azili. He's tightly guarded. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Portland has possession. 6-point game. And the basket by McCollum.
That's one of the huge attributes of McCollum's game. He can score from anywhere, which makes him very unpredictable as a scorer.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Pistons lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own their paint and just dominate the backcourt.
Control the glass, and you control the pace, and you get those extra possessions, which are huge.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Detroit, they've got Marjanovic. Ish Smith is out there with Jackson. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. And the athleticism of this game will always take your breath away. I've always said that one of the best things about it, but the mental aspect, that is something always to keep track of.
Well, I just love the fact that guys can come consistently with that kind of approach, Kevin. If you're not as talented as the guy across from you, what's your advantage? You have to use your intellect. You have to find ways around those skill sets. You have to be a position player. You have to be in the right place at the right time. And trust me, there are many coaches around the league who seek out those kind of guys to fill out their rosters because they know consistently what they're going to get.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, players in their last game against the Celtics did not have a great showing. He ended up with 7 points, and in addition, he added a couple of steals. And his poor play of late has really become a major concern for him and his coaches. He has to pick it up soon, Kevin, of course. They need him.
Okay, Dave, thanks. And we all know he wants to come out here and move on.
Yeah, and what would really help is if he could come out and get off to a good, quick start here tonight.
Yeah, you wonder if the coach is going to force feed that because the ghosts of the last game are still haunting him. Hopefully he can block out all that noise and distraction and get himself back on track.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. John Lure comes in for Johnson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And you look back on the Pistons, and whenever that group has had success as a franchise, it's always driven by a team-oriented concept. I mean, yeah, they had stars, Isaiah Thomas, Chauncey Billups, but at the heart of all their title runs was a group of 5 guys that just played for each other.
And the first one drops. And thinking about the Pistons and their history of winning with pure team basketball, Greg, you can see that this is what this group is always striving for.
And Kevin, this group right now reminds you a little bit of those Pistons teams of the past. I mean, they're founded on defense. They got that tough mentality in the paint. You've got to be excited about this roster they've assembled here in Detroit.
And Harris drops them both. And the Blazers going a bit younger, kind of revamping on the fly. Brett, do you like what they've done?
I really like what they've done, Kevin. And to me, Terry Stotts deserves a lot more credit for sticking with what he established offensively, even with one of the franchise's best players in LaMarcus Aldridge leaving. And the incredible three-point shooting they lost with Wesley Matthews. Terry Stotts stuck to the same offensive system. And I think they've reaped the benefits with Lillard and McCollum.
Here's Jackson. The Blazers getting the bucket. Passes it to Drummond. Shoots from 12. Count that one. Drummond's got the lead up to 6 now for Detroit.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lillard is screen on Smith. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Yeah, not a highlight reel play there. He needs to be aware of where he is on the court at all times.
Detroit with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Pass to Drummond. Unable to get that one. And it's Portland the other way. On the wing, Turner. Guarded by Harris. Lillard, the pass to Turner. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Smith. One-on-one fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Quick hands on display from Ish Smith there. This team gets that steal and gets down the court for an easy 2.
Lillard with it. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Azealia screen. 6 on the shot clock. Turner with it. He's picked up by Drummond. There's the triple. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a different look here for the Pistons. Marcus Morris is checked in for John Moore. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Harris. Young's checked in for Jackson. And Harris subbed in for Ish Smith. Moreland also making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Evan Turner. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pistons raised a few eyebrows when they took Stanley Johnson with the 8th pick overall in 2015. Now, he's a great, great athlete, but some felt there were better basketball prospects available. Dan Van Gundy says, what you've got to bank on is a player's work ethic and commitment to being great. There's just something about it. He is a great.
That's how we play the game. Bring it in, let's go. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them. Remember, you're my Pippen, you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they were.
And they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Here in the second quarter, just over 3.5 minutes played. A three from McCollum. Rebound, Detroit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And much Just like Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum was lightly recruited coming out of high school. Ended up playing, in fact, at a mid-major college, Lehigh University.
Well, he not only started there, he starred there right away. He introduced himself to the nation in March of 2012 with a 30-point performance, stunning Duke in the collegiate postseason tournament. 15 seed knocking off a 2. That'll draw some attention.
And it's Harris off the drive, and a hard slam there from Krez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Three-pointer Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard. And it's Detroit's ball. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Harris against Lillard. Young off a bit from Harris. Tries a three. Now there's enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him a chance.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Harris against Lillard. Plumlee with the screen. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Portland again missing.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
And you can feel a little bit of that frustration, just confused, not sure what the game plan is at this point.
And the first half is now in the books. It's Detroit up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And if you end up going deep into the season, that ball's barreled out to center. Buck Terrell catches it on one hop. You've taken that pitch out of my bag right now.
Good work, guys. Nicely done.
Got it.
Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or
It's
tacos?
his first time up. Oh, he matches this.
I don't want to go
deep
tacos.
to left field. It is
Listen up.
out of here.
We have these guys back on their heels. And now they're playing like they're desperate. Now stay focused, guys. Let's win this game and go home.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
There's got to be some consideration that double teams will be sent his way. Of course, that's going to leave someone else wide open.
I hear the term glue guy a lot, Brett, in the NBA. Do you think it applied to guys being necessary to make a team a playoff team, to being a good teammate? When you think of glue guy, what does that conjure up in your mind?
Whenever I hear that term, Kevin, I always think about guys on the team who are able to connect the dots between the primary players, the star guys who carry a workload, all the way to what they can connect to with guys on the end of the bench. So if you're talking about a guy in the 6, 7, or 8 slot on your team, they can go up to your star and say, hey, you know what, we need this from you, or you're not giving us that. And then turn around in the very same breath with the same vernacular, go to the 12th man and explain to him what his purpose is with regards to practice and preparing the team and getting them ready for competition. To me, that's a glue guy. It doesn't come about just in a game all of a sudden. This is somebody who, day by day, week by week, and month by month, keeps the team together.
Great explanation. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Turner is up there with Myers Leonard, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. Now here's McCollum. He's got 10. 4 on the clock. From deep. They get it back. Plumlee.
And defensively, this could be a good foul. No reason to give Plumlee easy points inside, given his struggles at the free throw line.
Mason Plumlee, 6'11", very athletic, but despite that, he's not a big-time rim protector.
No, but he is very mobile, and if he can get his body in front of guys who are attacking the rim, he can certainly be a disturbance in there. You ask the scouts, he's improved quite a bit defensively over the past couple seasons.
And the Pistons making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Plumlee hits them both. And one thing the Pistons have been doing in recent times is honoring the members of the 2004 championship team. Retired several numbers, and rightly so. That team was special.
And that 2004 had a great cast of characters, many of whom found a rebirth with the Pistons. That team helped continue the us against the world feeling that the franchise had in the Bad Boys era. Hard to express just how much that team meant to the city of Detroit.
And here is Lure after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. There's a screen by Marjanovic. And Young kicks to Marjanovic from downtown. That one doesn't drop. And it's Portland the other way. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Young from outside. Tries again. Out to Harris. Fires for three. Here's Marjanovic. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So for the Pistons, Johnson is checked in for Harris. Reggie Jackson comes in for Young, and it's Ish Smith in for Harris. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Festus Ezeli comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Ed Davis is subbed in for Lillard. On the free throw, no good.
And Boban Marjanovic came to the NBA last season after his dominance in Europe and showed some real promise. At 7'3", 290 pounds, he's got a 7'8" wingspan. Big men don't get much bigger, but don't be surprised about his skills. He is a great passer.
To the paint. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
They're buckling down on defense, the key here. No more easy buckets, no more layups. Has to be the mantra as they try to mount that comeback.
Now here's Turner. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And showing himself to be a big-time finisher inside, but Marjanovic also has a soft touch.
Yeah, just watch him, Kevin, when he steps to the free throw line. He'll show off that soft touch for you. The question marks, I think, more are at the defensive end. Can he make the right read? Does he have the quickness to swallow up guys driving to the basket? And probably, most importantly, stay out of foul trouble.
Here's McCollum, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
The dish to Lure. Back to Smith. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Different look here for Detroit. Morris is checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Smith. And a switch here also for Portland. Rabs checked in. Trailblazers trail by 14. Ezeli kicks to McCollum. Stolen by Jackson. Johnson against Aminu. Johnson, the pass to Jackson. 1:03 left in the third. No good from the wing. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Davis kicks to Aminu. Back to Davis. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Andre Drummond's checked in for Morris. Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Pistons on defense. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You know, looking at his release and his form, it just seems like something is off, and it's affecting both his shot and, at this point, his confidence.
Trailblazers trail by 14. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McCollum kicks to Davis and stolen by Drummond. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Jackson's got the ball. That one drops for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's McCollum. He's got 10. He feeds it to Crab. No good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pistons lead by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively as I want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Harris in at point guard. Harris is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Young in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. Well, when you played, you were known for your passing a point forward. Much of the time, it seems that ball movement has really become paramount for the best offenses in the NBA. Would you agree?
I absolutely agree, and I love the fact that you would classify me as a forward.
You could play
forward,
guard,
wing.
You could play
wing.
4
it's
positions.
It's a positionless game nowadays,
and
Kevin. I don't know if you've read articles.
And you were positionless in so many ways.
Sometimes the coach positioned me on the bench.
Unjustly. Here's McCollum following the basket by Justice Young. And that one drops.
Well, the years keep going on, and Lillard keeps getting better and more confident at finishing inside.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
I haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Mark, bring it in. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we gotta keep it up and stay focused. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they will.
Trailblazers. Plumlee comes in for Davis, and it's Turner in for Al-Farouq Aminu. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if we have enough to get that.
And it's Lillard missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Harris misses. Trailblazers trail by 15. Turner dishes to Lillard. Pass to Plumlee, the baseline J, and he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
More and more, Damian Lillard becoming that dangerous playmaker, does a great job there finding the open man.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Harris passes to Young. Pistons passing it around. Turner against Caldwell Pope. Kicks to Harris. Over to the wing. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pistons leading by 11. Harris with it. Lillard picks him up. Looking to get back on track here. Harris misses.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made it pay.
McCollum, no good. For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Got that one up quick.
Love the attention Prez has down in the paint, not letting anyone throw him off.
Lillard against Harris. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I don't even know why he's attempting some of those shots. Just not smart basketball. And he needs to be more patient and let the offense come to him naturally.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. And Young kicks to Drummond. On the wing, Harris. 14 feet away. He tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Young dishes to Harris. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Turner.
That's just beautiful. Prez using his incredible body to draw contact on these interior shots. Has he been working out?
That's good from Harris. A lot of international players coming to the NBA, Brent. The number have reached triple digits, about a quarter of the league now from overseas.
Amazing that NBA scouts and general managers continue to comb the globe to try to find the best available talent, and it still speaks to what it is that those club systems in the European countries are able to do with their younger players.
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up, take a seat. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
This is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pistons.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. Just a quality win. And you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Drummond.
You know, the one thing about this performance tonight is the work he did on the rebounding end. He was just a hound for the glass, and nobody outworked him tonight. That's impressive stuff.
Here's Harris, connects on the 17-footer. And the Pistons lead by 17.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
Yeah, and good to see that these guys are excited, gave their all, and then some. This is the result of all that hard work.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, he can be a good finisher at times in the paint. Leonard with the size and length to do more of this.
So it's the Pistons now. Harris passes to Drummond. Down low. And Lure kicks to Drummond. Plumlee with the steal. Outside Turner feeds it to Lillard. From outside the arc, nailed from three-point land.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little early.
Yeah, it feels like this one's in the books. The only opportunity left is to try and fix some issues that were exposed tonight.
Like your tenacity, you're showing me something which I like, so keep it up. How you doing?
Man, I couldn't hit water from a boat today, y'all. That's my bad. It's all good, man. I gotta get some more shots up in practice.
Alright guys, so on the next episode we'll be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. So yeah man, hopefully I can record it, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, probably got 16 games left. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more games. So we got 16 more games, and then we'll be able to go through April. So stay tuned for that. My phone on 52%, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish the series. But yeah, man, on the next episode, we'll be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Alright. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and post mostly every day or every week when I have free time. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.